everyone, Katie here, and I'm talking to Jamie, who is a Reiki Level 2 practitioner. And hey, Jamie, how are you?
Doing well, thanks, Katie.
Awesome. So Jamie's going to talk to us a little bit about their Reiki experience. So Jamie, tell me, what were you thinking when you signed up for Reiki 1 a couple years ago?
Well, back when I signed up, which was about a year and a half, close to 2 years ago, I had been going through sort of a transition period metaphysically. I'd gotten your Connect to Connect
to Awaken.
I'd gotten your Connect to Awaken class and kind of whetted my appetite. And I realized that I'd had a lot of, for lack of a better term, some submerged skills that I hadn't been addressing. And so when the opportunity came along to learn Reiki, I thought this is a good chance to start getting some practice using metaphysical skills.
Awesome. And so when you signed up for Reiki, you had a little bit of experience with Connect to Awaken. I like your phrasing, submerged intuition. You're ready to make it emerged, I think, at that point. Yeah. Did you have any hesitations, anxieties, questions before you started Reiki that felt like wondering if it was a good fit for you or anything like that?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but I have a pretty skeptical nature, just in terms of I've got a very scientific mind in some way as well, and so I'm always sort of trying to discern when it comes to new age stuff, sifting out the wheat from the chaff, basically.
Yeah.
But my experience in Connect to Awaken sort of showed me who you were, and I felt pretty confident going into Reiki that it was going to be of benefit to me.
And was it? Tell us about what you were able to do, learn, perceive after you completed Reiki 1.
Sure. I think the most interesting thing for me within Reiki 1 was sort of again, getting something on the nature of empirical feedback about my metaphysical practicing, because as a part of it, we practice on each other and then people discuss it afterwards. And during the discussions, people had revealed feeling things in the areas where I had scanned them and worked on them. And so it was just really affirming for me in terms of the fact that, yes, this is a skill I can practice, and yes, this skill is legitimate.
And I love that you brought up the empirical data around this, because one of the things we do in the class, like you said, is actually do practice on each other and get real live time feedback. And we get to receive Reiki and give Reiki, which is really nice. And so then you decided to go on to Reiki 2. What prompted that decision?
At that point, you were kind of offering it as a combination sort of thing. So we did Reiki 1 in one weekend and then Reiki 2 in the following weekend. And I was excited about that because within Reiki 2, you kind of get to broaden the scope of what you're able to do without getting into too many details. And I found actually the stuff I learned in Reiki 2 more useful to me personally than what went on for me in Reiki 1. I'm not a spiritual entrepreneur in the way that I am healing people with gifts frequently, though I still use it for family and friends and for personal reasons. But especially with my own personal reasons, the things that I learned in Reiki 2 really promoted a long-term and important healing process for me.
Tell us a little more about that, if you can.
Sure. I will do this. Okay. So there have been times in my life where struggling with understanding the nature of what's going on has been difficult for me. And so partly because of that and partly because of my family history, I have an addictive personality. And I was using marijuana on a regular basis. And through the use of Reiki 2, I have watched my pot use it wasn't like a complete automatic jump, but like it has just dwindled and dwindled and dwindled down to where I'm not using it any longer. So
amazing. So you were able to offer yourself and the house and the addictive nature Reiki.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely promote Reiki for assisting me greatly in that process.
Oh, that's amazing. I don't think I knew that.
You probably.
I think maybe I knew like a tiny little sliver of that. It's like, oh, that's great. And yeah, you said you're using on family and friends and kind of around the house. You have a new baby.
I do.
In the house, and so Reiki comes in handy for long nights.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
I tried Reiki with my cat, but they were like, no, thank you. So.
Nice. And so it sounds like you're using Reiki on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah, a reasonably often basis. It's not daily for me, but it is something in my spiritual tool bag that I can pull out when the occasion warrants it. Yeah,
I love that. And for me, at any rate, that's where Reiki is really, really handy. Sure, a few people are going to get Reiki 1, 2, or Master Certified and go out and start a Reiki practice. Most people are going to use it, I think, exactly like you are, in their personal lives, on themselves, family, friends, house. And that's where the best relationship with Reiki develops, is in using it in our own lives. And then we can apply it outward. So awesome. Well, do you think Reiki Master could be in your future?
Definitely. I still want to get some more hours of practice under my belt, just so that I feel like I'm, and maybe this is my own, it's my own personal self-limiting behavior or whatever, but
apply Reiki to it.
Like I have to earn it somehow. Even though I know it's a free thing, so I told myself it would be at least a year before I took the Reiki Master, and I'm thinking probably sometime in the next year I will.
Nice. Wonderful. It's waiting on you. So wonderful. Well, thank you so much. This is going to be really helpful for everyone that's considering Reiki. So thank you, Jamie. And that's so great to hear about your ongoing Reiki beauty.
Thank you. And thank you for offering.
Yes.